No,
No.
my father moved us here to Mansfield, Pennsylvania back in 1968, which is right above, about an hour and a half from here. And while I lived there, I met Alan Wolfe, who first brought me down to Pine Creek, Slate Run, in about 1975. It was the year I turned 21. But I've lived here now for, would have been 47 years that I've been here, and I consider this my home. And in 77, I believe it was, I had the opportunity, they came to me with another offer. I had previously bought it with Alan, but that had changed, and they came to me and asked if I would like to stay on and buy the store by myself. And that was around 1977. And I thought, well, I was at that point 23, 24, and I thought, well, if I try it and I don't succeed, I move on. And I thought, if I don't try it, I might look back years down the road and think, what if? So I decided to take over, and I took over July 1st, 1977, and it was a one-room general store.
Developed our little dream and how we were going to accomplish it. And we didn't have any experience yet. I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps, got out of that, still didn't know what I wanted to do. Spent some time with the Bell PA system. I was a chief switchman there for a while, and just wasn't inspiring me. And the chance came back to for my old childhood dream about a store in the mountains. So Deb and I formed our business and took off with it. It was very, very challenging at first. We had no experience whatsoever in retail. We did form our business how we were going to run it. If a customer came into Wolfe's General Store and they were on vacation or a holiday or a time off, their day would be better because they came into Wolfe's General Store. The store had been here since the lumbering era. And Billy and Ann got together. Bill came home from World War II in the mid-40s, wanted to buy the Slate Run store from, I guess, Henry Carson.
Henry Dolly Carson.
And that was their start. And they ran the store. There was a siding here in the Slate Run, what they call a siding on the railroad, where they would park work cars. And so the crew that maintained the tracks through the canyon and the valley would sleep in those, and Bill and Ann sold lots of goods to them, plus other local people. And that's how the store kept going all of those years. And Deb and I saw what we thought was another path for it to take. And we took that chance, and that worked out very well for us. Now Tom and Kim are the next one. A new broom sweeps clean. Camps 40 years ago would open up in October, and they'd be open till into December. There would be people in them all the time. Now it's kind of a weekend thing. You have archers around, some road. So we could see that we needed to do something else. And I love trout fishing. That's what got me in the valley in the first place. I had to carry a beeper in the bell system. They didn't limit me to where I was allowed to go, but this was the only place that I knew of where the beeper didn't work. So I'd trout fish. I had every week recognized Slate and Cedar Run, and a lot of the little tributaries here are full of wild fish. There's wild browns and native brook trout in the streams. And Pine Creek got a good high designation, and that's kind of as the waters got cleaned up in Pine Creek. Deb and I were flying home one fall from our month in Montana, and I said, you know, Deb, you and I are very lucky we get to go out and fish until we're tired of fishing. No doubt, people love to fish. They love to catch big fish, but when they get a big fish, they appreciate, in my limited opinion, trout fishermen appreciate, first thing when they pull a fish out of the water, you never hear a fisherman say, oh, look how big it is or look how little it is. You can catch a 5-inch male brook trout in October and you pull that out of the water and the first thing out of everybody, oh my God, look how beautiful that is. And I got here in the late 60s, maybe 66. And what is really neat about being involved in your community is over that period of time, from the mid-60s up until today, I was lucky enough to get involved in some of the programs about bringing otters and eagles and reestablishing all sorts of animals. I watched the aquatic insect life come back to Pine Creek. So, it's kind of neat to have been in an area all of those years, and the area is more diverse today than ever. So it's really neat. I hear, oh, it's too many people there. Oh, there's this wrong with it, that's wrong with it. There aren't a lot of places that you can go visit today that is more diverse after 45 or 50 years than it was. When we were trying to get the designation for it, had more letters of support for the brown trout for the stretch than they ever had received for any program they ever requested and opened to the public for public comment. And there was over 1,000 supporting it, and I think around 50 that were opposed to it. So it's pretty amazing. We found out what people want and why they enjoy it, and
they love it.
Deb and I spent our life building a business around that and making sure that the club ran properly.
Well, not really much of a story, I guess. I was born and raised in Jersey Shore, and the same with Kim. She has actually a lot of family up here in the valley. So she was born and raised right down the road in Camel for most of her life. We just love the Pine Creek Valley. So we're both local. We both like the area. And one day we were riding by the store and we stopped in and got some sandwiches. And we talked a little bit, and the store was for sale at that time. And we said, wow, that might be a good fit. One day we decided to talk to Tom and Deb. So we came in and they gave us a little tour of the store. We talked to them for a while. We left and we really liked the store, but it's a big financial obligation, so we didn't know if we could make it work. Yeah, I mean, it's how it can have. I mean, we have 2 employees that are 45 years experience. Yeah. You don't really find that anywhere else. So.
Yeah, and they have a tremendous business that the outdoor enthusiasts love, the sports fishermen love, the campers, the locals. Everyone loves the place they have built. It's amazing. You can't beat it. And so we enjoy continuing that, and we have learned so much from them. Their experience is just profound, and just you can't get that anywhere. And through Deb and Tom and the employees all coming together to really support us in this endeavor, where it was a whole new experience for us. We do own other businesses, but this is a completely different. And with the with COVID and everything that we have been struggling with this past year, if we had tried to do this on our very own, I don't know how successful we would have been. But with their help and the employees and Pam and everybody, it has been just a smooth transition for the most part, and just they feel like family.
we're hoping to get some more out, so some seating outside for people to sit. We're gonna do some improvements inside. I mean, Tom and Deb built a great system. We don't really want to buck the system, you know, because it works great as it is. So we'll fine tune, put our touch on a few things. But for the most part, we're going to keep things going as they are. Seems to work. Numbers are good. And yeah, we have a wine room where we sell wine. We got wine slushies, hard cider. So we're doing small things. And like we said, we'll put our own touch on things. But as far as systems go, we're going to keep pretty much how things are going. They seem to run great. And why mess with a system that works? So.
Our side of it, thank you very much. It's a great honor. You know, we've had the business since March, and we're really honored to have won that. And we love and will continue the conservation efforts that are going on in the area and the valley.
And we thank you, Tom and I both thank the Pennsylvania Wilds and everyone that was involved, the senators and all the people that were yesterday to honor us, all four of us together.
Yes.
It was very appreciative. But a lot of, even through Hannah, through our 45 years of business, the customer was the one that made it possible. But there were a lot of people that helped us out all through the area, all through.
For us, that's a great recognition.
Yes, it is.
You
a great
know,
honor.
of our efforts that we put into it. It was a fun trip.
For me personally, I'm a huge outdoors person. I love hiking, biking, camping, nature and wildlife. So for me to be able to work and live in that kind of environment and have a place of business here is what inspires me. It's just a beautiful place to live and work.
Yeah, I did all that. Just being in nature, there's nothing like it. So
Yep, and for my-
you can live in the city, and I like visiting the cities, and I'll go visit, but a couple of days there, I'm ready to get back to the mountains. It's my home.
I'm semi-retired. I have the opportunity and I'm getting to use the Pennsylvania Wilds. I've kayaked, biked, and hiked more this year than I probably did in the 45 years I was in business. Although I did kayak once in a while and fish, now able to do it more often, and we've got it all here. It's absolutely beautiful. And every time I'm out, whether it's on the bike trail, up on a hiking trail, or on the river, I look around and see how fortunate we are to have what we have.
Yes, we're on all of them. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. They all have, we have a page for all of those for the Slate Run Tackle Shop and Wolfe Store. They're on all of them.